Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea Tranquility, the show here on the channel that we feature every Wednesday, where we take a look at some of the cool new releases that have come out in the worlds of classic rock, hard rock, heavy metal, progressive rock, jazz, fusion. That's kind of the musical styles that we cover on the channel today. In this particular episode, we've got the brand new live CD/Blu-ray from classic rock legends Toto, with a little help from my friends. So if you had the chance to check out my interview with Steve Lukather a few weeks back, we talked quite a bit about this release. This is a live concert that the guys put on in, I think it was September, November of 2020. All right, so basically Steve and David Paich and Joseph Williams decided to put together a new lineup of Toto, okay, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And they just really wanted to go and play some music, right? So what they did was they got into like a little studio space with a little small live audience and camera crew, and they went and played a whole set full of Toto music. This way they could put out a live album and a Blu-ray to kind of introduce everybody to the new lineup of the band. And here's a bunch of some of our hits and some of our cool deep cuts, and this is the Toto that you're going to see as a little teaser out on the road as soon as kind of coronavirus restrictions allow, and that this, as Steve said, this is the band that he's taken out on the road with in the not too distant future. So more to come on that as far as tour dates and things like that. But back to the album. So you've got CD and a Blu-ray of the entire performance. Both sound spectacular. Let's take a look here. So with a little help from my friends, yes, of course, that is the old Beatles Joe Cocker classic that the band covers here. And I guess as a way, it kind of signifies Toto resurrected once again with a little help from their new friends, right? So here we got the whole thing here. And there's no booklet in this particular one here, but we've got Xavier Taplin on keyboards, Joseph Williams on vocals, Steve Lukather, guitar and vocals, David Paich on grand poobah and medieval director, in other words, keyboards and vocals. And then we've also got Warren Ham on horns, percussion, and vocals, John Pierce on bass, Robert Sput Seawright on drums and vocals, and Steve Maggiora on keyboards and vocals. And I believe it's the bass player from Snarky Puppy. I'm not quite, I forget, like one of the new guys is from Snarky Puppy. But so what do we got on here? So, you know, most of the tracks that you would kind of expect, and then a bunch of cool surprises. And like I said, it's a really good performance. New guys fitting in quite well. Kicks things off with Till the End. Really good song, really catchy track, kind of like a pop rocker, right? Then you got, of course, Hold the Line, of course, got to have that on here. Then Pamela, another really good, catchy rock song from the band. And then the heavy, moody, dark Kingdom of Desire from the album of the same name. One of my favorite Toto albums, really underrated album. Then from there you got White Sister, good, crisp, hard rocker. Then you've got the more poppy You Are the Flower. All right, another great pop rocker, I Won't Hold You Back. All right. Forget how great that melody is. I mean, I Won't Hold You Back is just such a great, great pop song. Really, really good. Stop Loving You, another good up-tempo rocker. Home of the Brave, Rosanna. Okay, and then the last song, of course, is the cover of the Beatles classic with a little help from my friends. No Africa on this, no. But a good sampling of songs from throughout their career. And it's just good to get some, you know, kind of music in the hands, you know, for all of us Toto fans. And again, as an introduction to the new band, can't wait to hear more. So whether this configuration will record another album or not, I don't know, but they are going to go out on tour, so we'll see what happens after that. So ironically enough, you know, a lot of people always ask me, it's like, well, Pete, what are some of the bands that you really like that you've never had the opportunity to see live? And in most cases I'm like, well, you know, I off the top of my head I'm like, you know, I think I've seen basically every band that I really like. But you know, the last 2 days I've been reminded of a couple, and I'm not talking about bands that like you know, have been done for a long time, before I was, old enough to go see shows like Zeppelin or something like that. But Toto, I have never seen. I've been to Toto for many, 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 many years. I've had opportunities to see them. I just never have. So Toto was definitely one. And then I did the show on Peter Gabriel yesterday. I've never seen Peter Gabriel solo either. So those are two acts that I have never seen live that I really would like to. In addition to the full show on video, you also get a cool documentary where they interview Luke and Joseph and David and some of the other guys in the band talking about, this whole experience and getting the new band back together, and from the new guys, what it's like to be in Toto now and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool stuff. Again, as a kind of like a holdover, to hold you over for the tour that's coming up, and hopefully for some new music from them at some point. We can only hope. This is a cool little release, and again, you get some songs on here that you don't normally hear in the Toto set list, which I think was kind of fun. So they got so much to choose from. So anyway, check it out with a little help from my friends from Toto, live CD and Blu-ray. Check it out. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Coming up, more new stuff. We've got the what else do we have here? I got one more for you here today, so stay tuned for that in a little bit. And then, of course, tomorrow is the Monsters Den. Friday morning, the Funhouse with Martin Popoff. And then, over the weekend, hope to get some ranking the album shows for you. And then we start it all over again with the Hudson Valley Squares on Monday. So stay tuned for that and more. I am Pete Pardo. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.